Imagine a land where nature reigns supreme, a place where towering mountains pierce the sky, where ancient forests stretch endlessly, and where crystal-clear rivers carve their way through untouched valleys. This is New Zealand, one of the most stunning countries on Earth. But here's something you may not know. Despite being larger than the United Kingdom, 80% of New Zealand remains practically empty, uninhabited by humans. Is it because the terrain is too rugged for humans to settle? Perhaps it's a result of strict environmental laws keeping the wilderness untouched, or maybe there's something deeper, something mysterious that keeps people away. Today on Mystic Mirror, we'll uncover the truth behind why most of New Zealand remains wild and unpopulated. Buckle up, because this journey will take us into the heart of the unknown. Let's start with geography. New Zealand is an island nation, but don't be fooled by the term island. This place is vast, covering over 103,000 square miles. The problem? Much of it is made up of steep mountains, dense forests, and rugged coastlines. The Southern Alps, for example, run almost the entire length of the South Island, creating a natural barrier that's hard to tame. No wonder humans never really set up shop here in large numbers. When the Māori first arrived over 700 years ago, they settled primarily in coastal areas and fertile plains. Even they avoided the deeper interiors. Later, when European settlers came, they followed the same pattern, sticking to the easier, flatter regions. But geography isn't the only reason why 80% of New Zealand remains empty. Another factor? Environmental protection. You see, New Zealand has some of the strictest conservation laws in the world. Over 30% of the country's land is protected in national parks and reserves, making it off-limits for large-scale development. This commitment to preserving nature is a point of pride for Kiwis, but it also means that much of the country is left wild and untouched. Thanks to these protections, New Zealand is home to some of the rarest wildlife on Earth. Species that would likely have gone extinct if humans had been allowed to settle deeper into the wild. So, is this emptiness actually a blessing in disguise? Geography and conservation laws make sense, but there's another theory, one that dives into the mysterious. Some locals believe certain parts of New Zealand are tapu, or sacred, and shouldn't be disturbed. Ancient Maori legends speak of enchanted forests, cursed mountains, and spirits that guard the wilderness. Could these tales have deterred people from exploring further into the unknown? Take Fiordland, for instance, a region so remote and rugged that it remains mostly unexplored even today. Stories of strange disappearances and eerie sounds echo through its vast, empty valleys. Could there be more to this land than meets the eye? Of course, there's also a practical side to this mystery. Even if you wanted to settle in some of these regions, you'd face major challenges. Roads are sparse, weather conditions are harsh, and building infrastructure in such remote areas is both costly and difficult. Simply put, it's just not worth the effort for most people. That's why over 86% of New Zealand's population lives in urban areas, places with access to jobs, schools, and healthcare. Meanwhile, the rest of the country remains beautifully, hauntingly empty. But maybe that's the point. Maybe New Zealand's emptiness is exactly what makes it so special. It's a reminder that not every corner of the world needs to be filled with people and cities. Some places are better left wild, a sanctuary for nature and a refuge for those seeking adventure. So why is 80% of New Zealand empty? Because it's meant to be. It's a land where nature comes first. A place where the wild whispers stories of ancient times and invites only the bravest to explore its depths. Whether it's geography, conservation, or something more mystical, one thing's for sure. New Zealand's emptiness is its greatest treasure. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of New Zealand's untouched wilderness. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries, only on Mystic Mirror.